I would want some and Saka and yede Ebremo. A jebo, a jebo, a Jenanya Babidu. The Blasters of Ghana team are qualified for the World Cup 2026. Ebebaso, Mexico, um, Canada, and the United States of America. Don't forget, say out of the three countries here, Omobe host to World Cup yi, Mienu Etimia host to be that, and Mexico host to be Mienu in 1970, 1986. Samson a United States of America host to in 1994. Nti sɛ ɔsɛ ɔhwɛ a na kyerɛ sɛ country si mmienu Mexico the last time wɔn host to World Cup no mfe aduasa nkron nie saa nso na ɔsɛ ɔhwɛ ɛyɛ US from 1994 ɛde ba besi ɛyɛ 2000 nko ayɛ 6 years na ɔde 25 years account 31 years ɛna US etimi host to a World Cup ya almost any other opportunity ever be host to be it is a lifeline and a life wire for most of the Africa countries that will be qualifying to the World Cup ebe basono but Ghana there finally yetimi qualify to the World Cup baso bibia etimi ekoyi edema don't forget say ye bo against Comoros na Comoros are last two games no o ma hia o ma tia no ye hia in the AFCON emomotimi ehye abrade da you ekonya red card and we met the first round of the FIFA World Cup almost share by a goal to nil nti ene no mo ba na wo se tia omo ye stamp your authority over them and finally Kudus Mohammed etimi nya goal na dem in the 47th minute ama blaster yetimi qualifier yekọ akopim ewo three countries already medi kan ebobo edin no na we and in sense how a match the course the journey no where it started any baby about be through the issues by otado stories yempam no onko onyade wantimi an qualify for AFCON yemani stay yemani ntina wa qualify yemfa new coach all these combined finally yetimi qualify for the World Cup na otado aye history eno history obi antimi nye bi ewo memu ha sa enso ena ye be room match no see si koye I think Blasters play a more dominant game but especially in the first latter part of the first half and in the second half the last 10 minutes baby we are changes in the by no and a Comoros a bad game nimye Utado setting up a three back plan. I don't think it was the best for the team. It's the Comoros now also who defend with 5 for the I don't think it's the best of system. But the most important thing is that whether it was the best of system, the coach has been proven right. Or was 1-0, were qualified to the World Cup. So you can criticize the system, but the reality is that the most important thing is what you qualify. Nanoni adia na Ghana Libya epe. Kudus Mohammed the assist any goals the World Cup say Jordan yet say Thomas Tepati say in a situation say Otado say in a situation local players being a chance to be part of the team and how did they excel teams better normal free we any sense ma ye de ebremu ewo ho ye run semunimu dia na Ghana atimi qualify for the World Cup in 2026 now don't forget say Jenny start here year 2006 the team making a debut etimi koko pie mu ewo World Cup na yekoye no yekoko boy ye homodin etimi ko do the run of 16 ema ye lose to oban ye friend Brazil in 2010 ye sa boy ye homodin ekoko pie mu ewo ho lose to the Celeste of Uruguay and so Samson at 2014 year a group of USA, Germany and Portugal yetimi qualify Amaniaman TV Ankoye and in 2022 it was South Korea, Portugal, Uruguay. Once again, we failed to qualify from the group. I know Sonyama Antimi Ankosi and Famae. And no anje enough for us. You continue to pursue your course to make sure say the World Cup in a day and in Yakobi because FIFA a history. FIFA di obia in bida by 3 countries hosting a World Cup. Inti na was Ghana yetimi ekoko piem eho. Na ye draw na ye Mali wo group no. Now most of Ghanaians were not happy seeing Mali in the group. The reality is that the last time I knew any Mali boy in a friendly match, almost a 3-0. And Mali yetima na omaye emerging force who were playing better and na ama yem ehyehyɛ. But again, the Mali team is under decline. The key figures within the team that are expected to step up, omo nye discipline to call up promo mo bi. Nti ye gen started ye ewo Bamako, and that changed everything so far as the World Cup qualifiers are concerned. But for me, in all this game, mama bempo to ado abasopa enye the Mali game in Ghana, enye the Comoros game, enye the Chad game, enye the Madagascar or the Central African Republic game. But the game against Mali in Bamako for me changed everything, and then only play about 70% of the qualification. Yetimi ede yakwa kopim e World Cup ama bibi yetimi akoyi. Nti yakwa winning 2-1 no, that changed the narrative, changed everything. No na ne push ya ede abebe drew the leveler obi e kase ya ade kochoto ado ya ade to qualify to the World Cup baso US, Canada, and then Mexico. Sana yehwe ene game na Coach Utoado started with a 3-4-3. 3-4-3. Eno any ekwan ofa so ehye ni game no ase. Na ohwe a obo goalkeeper Benjamin Asare in post. Ena obo abrante a yefe no Jiku, Mohamed Salisu, and then obo Ajiti as the 3 center backs. Ena owie no obo Alidu Sedu as a right wing back. Ena obo Ebenezer Anan as a left wing back. And obo central midfield of Kwasizibo and then Thomas Tepati and obo Jordan Ayew on the left, Muhammad Kudus on the right, Antion Semenyo on top. Now sometimes obo Kudus free role. Intiana Kudus a free ho. No aba bejina eye Jordan any Semenyo echi. Na kwakwe narrow formation up front. Omo widen park ni bebrebe. That was the exact planner. Coach Ayefen Otado and so etimidi room. Bibia etim ekoso na ye start game no as usual na wo se Comorofo na get that confidence omo try say omo ebitimi a control game no ene ye omo build up no hu say omo defend with 10 and omo game no 4-5-1 and only how they defend it be omo a lot of numbers in their own half. The good thing for their side is that omo je ball no omo nsim, they have the ability to control and maintain possession and almost put the passes together and my who that team work na no. But hey again and now they say no almost to try the back line ekokudru abrantia your friend Benjamin Asare my SM brother no muntimi eduru no ho and so we decided all the pressure baswa they now omo yan so be exploiting the weakness of the wing backs e ho no mo say ahoden went. It worked to perfection for them. Omo exposed to Alidu Sedu on several occasions. Omo exposed to Ebenezer Anan on several occasions. But centrally, na edin sa obetra Kwasizibo, na edin sa obetra Thomas Tepati. And anytime we be omo beje ball, omo coordinate very well. Emma who say omo control the midfield no. Emma who say game na omo kono, na game no ekononim. And then Thomas Tepati, who involvement be, but who say game we be dinner wa. Who say you have a personality and individual. What born to the highest level in the crab ball at the ball. Kudus was just a thorn in the flesh anytime of being a ball. And Kudus, for me, in the last few games, have been consistent and will show the level of being expected. Say Kudus Muhammad Ebitimi Ashono. Taking the game to then take 1 or 2, 3 players. Now Osha Abrantia aboard the left side of a year. The defense edema Comoros. Abrante fen Ismail Bora. Ohwe ya ne ho chiri nie pa because Ali say duba na Kudusu ba na Thomas Tepati enso ba. So the right side of the Ghana attack no 3 players na number and so ohwe ya eno na the pressure ba ya goalkeeper Azimati ebe pin ball na eba ya ball ekudi the right side in Thomas Tepati e ball no edema Kudusa Kudus etimi eka ball no to ma in the 47th minute and Kudus Mohammed etimi nya goal edema Ghana eba bibia etimi ekoso yi. From that no say still Ghana were dominant. You try say betimi aye bibi. And if you are talking about Kudus Mohammed in the World Cup qualifiers, 2 goals 2 assists and Odema 2 goals 2 assists and Odema in the World Cup qualifiers, and overall 13 goals na washe edi ama omaya your friend Ghana ewo ho and Mr. Kudus Mohammed Edia also 18 year. For me, he played very well, and the level of quality that we expect him to show in the Blaster game in the last few games, I think he just showing it, and we need to appreciate it very well. Mr. Kudus played very well, and Emma 18 Ekosie. Thomas Tepate also played very well, and who say Thomas Tepate, the demand that Ghana for here from the Hono, and only idea na Thomas Tepate and so Ede Emma on the field of play Emma Bibia 18 Ekosi Oto had when you Juma Bibri to do because team na near no mobile no quality no and ya de say quality no e was to be a team o keep composure o stick it to your plan o try to do the simple things right and only idea na kwasizi bo ya na mo manage no just do the simple things right oji bo na farmer de oben oji bo na jemu mo omo na gina ball ni bi ba you go you battle him you pick the ball, you recycle play, you start the tone, and then we move on. That was exactly the kind of record here. Jordan just holding up play, hold the ball, don't give it away, and then I know you know draw the fouls. You know, until there was a liability, a passenger within the game, and that has always been him in the Blasters in recent times. The supply chain, no, because on the right, Ali the same this across on the left, over Ebenezer Anana, not so much creative element within his game, and the creative outlines like Kudus and other players, no, almost supply balls in Masemonyo, and Masemonyo intimate the kind of supplies over expect to be the game, no, he ran to the left, he ran to the right, middle, enjoy play, but still supplies no Emma and so and game 80. Until after that goal, and a Blaster decided say, pushy baby, game never on but let's maintain possession, hold on to the ball, making sure say one will see it in the kawa. Yeah, they are no echo a year na BB team akosi. Exactly the kind of gamer Emranti team boy BB team ekosu a year. At the moment 56% possession, one shot on target and shot on target on Miano and on team. I think it's a good score line. Ya Shekomorofone, ya tia omo. We only need to prepare very well for the World Cup. Ya mode bono di nyame anim yeni so. And we only need to admit and prepare very well. Medikaka, so World Cup ebeba so next year no. The team that are coming are not special. Africa here nyeme ya ebeko yenim. I think so we could lose Pate, Zibo, Semenyo, and all these guys are flourishing in their liga. You only need a system, you only need a plan to make sure that those players will excel, to make sure those players will show up in games. And only a Juma Aka, yeah, expect something in phone coach Otado. So no na etna de obey ama BBA team akoso. Not to take anything from Otado, he's done really well. The first black man to take Ghana to the World Cup twice. Ohe coach Saba, Ratomed Dukovic, Milovan Rajovic. Yenya coaches baby, but at least coach Kwesiapia Biyebi, at least watimi aya ade abon homboden e de awoko World Cup mako twice out of the 5 Otado de akomienu ne modi bonya de se wosoro. But the reality is that upio factually or the Ghana World Cup back to back and only idea no be a etimi expect e wo ho no nti enema etimi akoso yi e de amaye Benjamin Asare yentimi nka ne nyini di mfim wa make a key for the local boys wo hwe goals obeda e de ma Bobuku a your friend the Blasters of Ghana na ade say Benjamin Asare 6 games or die no onya 5 clean sheet or concede 1 goal per my SM brother o hwe adwuma wa ba bebo the competition na ne modebo asani and we make a case for the local players in the national team. Local teams so mutimi boa with the World Cup qualifiers no. You talk about Hasselhoff, you talk about Kotoko, Mediama and the Nations FC. 4 teams from the Ghana Premier League contributed to a player. Emo otimi boa ya Ghana etimi qualify for the World Cup. It is the World Cup and no, that is the biggest day so far as football is concerned. The biggest festival so far as football is concerned. Kudos to the Blasters, kudos to Ghanaians, kudos to the FA, kudos to Otado. Say adia Ghana for pe, adia da Ghana for akomaso, adia Ghana for expect omo nsabeka no, omo etimi dia mo. Comoros enne omo ba be ebugi side na omo timi ko nyina ba bia nka so omo ebugi side bio. We've pammeled them and they now accept say we are more better than them. Football sanity. At first, we didn't put our Arsenal very well, but currently we are better than Comoros and we've beaten them. Whichever way, Mlantia na yade. Ghana has qualified for the World Cup. The Blasters have done well. Obi obuama yitimi call World Cup. The World Cup no, success no. Yada na se. The American say, I and the Kerm Sports TV. Share video no obi nsanka bi no obi so intimi enhwe bi. Yada obi bia se. Kudus Mohammed for me was my man of the day. Very impressive, and Ochese, he's a key man, the star boy of the side, and Omami, that kind of entertainment, excitement, and I enjoy them. Adam Dibubisi, Makramo. Kudos to the Blasters. We are coming to USA, Canada, Mexico in 2026. It is the World Cup and it is the Coupe du Mondial. Enjoy your night.